Hi, my friends. Thank you for joining us this midweek connection. Thank you for the opportunity to step into your lives and just speak into it and just connect for a couple of minutes. I've heard from a number of individuals how these 10 minutes on Wednesday encourage you. So I want to encourage you. I want to tell you that as we head towards Christmas, Christmas Eve, we are going to hold a service here at the church. Yes, with all the protocols in place, we can hold approximately 85, 90 people. If you're planning on coming and being a part of the live part of it, we need you to get a hold of the office and who you're coming with and how many. If you want to join us, we are going to do a live stream at 6 o'clock. And so it will be available to you and then available later on if you can't get it at Christmas Eve at 6. So just be aware of that. If you're going to come, we need you to register. So my thoughts today go in two areas. Our prayers and thoughts this week extend to a group of brothers and sisters in the Lord and a sister church and their community of faith. Grace United Brethren Church in Shirkston. Pastor Steve Brown and his wife Deborah, the entire congregation, I speak these words to you. For all of us, we can read in the papers or online, and many have heard, if not all of you, about the tragic events on early morning Tuesday, December 8th, in which their church, historical church, burned to the ground. So compound this event on top of the COVID-19 pandemic, my heart is broken. I am saddened. Oh, I know the correct statement, and I truly believe it, that it is only brick and mortar. It's only a building. The people represent the church, and I agree with that. But let me take it a bit further and open my human side up. It breaks my heart in my deepest recesses because over 100 years of ministry happened in that church. Incredible, fruitful ministry. And those rooms and that building gave those ministries a place for training and to happen, and then the people went into community and lived it out. The weddings, the funerals held in honor of, the meals, the banquets, the services of worship, the prayer times, the youth ministry and children's ministry, the music, and so much more. That community of faith invested in a place of training and of worship, and it's gone. Now I know the scripture declares that they, or we, can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And I understand that. So the days ahead, they're a resilient people. So today we pause to give thanks that no one was hurt in the fire, and that we will pray for God's sustaining strength to rest upon the people who call Grace UB their church. And to the neighbors and friends that are really rattled from this event, we lift them up to you. To Pastor Steve and Deborah, stay strong and lead your congregation to grieve well. My friends, keep the light of Christ shining bright in that community. Now, the second part of what I'm speaking about connects with that event. Part of this is directed to the men and women who in the middle of the morning, 3 a.m.-ish, were called out of their comfortable sleep, and might I say, while the rest of us slept snug in bed, to those men and women who donned on their fire bunker gear and rushed to do what they are called to do professionally and as volunteers. The fire and emergency services from Port Colborne and Fort Erie and some help from Welland. Arriving at the scene with the church fully engulfed in flames, they were there to serve this community. Not just that morning, but each day of the year they do this. COVID or no COVID, cold or warm, if they like it or don't like it, they continue to serve. That is who they are. And my shout out today is to them. And many times we take these men and women for granted, a forgotten frontliners group who are driven by a deep calling to protect and serve. They protect and serve us. My shout out goes to those men and women. I am so proud of them. And I have been blessed these past 15 years to be their chaplain here in Port Colborne, and now for the last couple of years in Wainfleet. I was called around 3:30 on Tuesday morning by my friend and chief in Port Colborne, Tom Cartwright. And I got a sense from him that, no, you don't have to come, preacher, but. So I got up and went out to the scene. And I got to the scene, and I witnessed a group of individuals, men and women, younger and older, captains and rookies, chiefs and deputy chiefs, all working so very hard together to contain the fire. What a sight. So much appreciate these men and women and who they are and what they mean to all of us. Now, I'm not a first responder. I'm not trained that way. I call myself a second responder. I was there to encourage. So I stood and encouraged the pastor and his wife, some of the congregants as they came, feel their sadness, to support them, to talk. It was a sad, sad moment, and my heart is broken. So today, as I conclude, as we think about and pray for a broken community of faith who grieve the loss of their beloved building, we also are and need to remember to support and pray for those frontliners who serve faithfully day in and day out the fire and emergency services in our communities. You're the best, my friends, and I am so proud that I can serve alongside of you in the capacity that I do. Our community is broken, but we know we're a resilient group of people. And we can take the broken pieces and the ashes, and with God's help, something great can be made out of something very, very difficult. So our words from the Port Colborne BIC Church to our friends at that community of faith and in this community, for all those who identify that church as theirs, our prayers are with you. We're cheering you on. To the fire department, you're the best. Thanks for your service. Have a good week ahead. God bless you, and stay strong.